My name is Kimani Young from Queens, New York. Play high school ball here in the city, all Queens player. Play college ball, University of Texas, El Paso. Proud to say I'm a Vincent Smith prodigy. He's been like a father to me, a brother and a mentor. Put his hands on me when I was about 8 years old and just guided me through life, you know what I mean? Basketball was big, that was the hook. That's what, motivated me to do the right thing in school and do the right thing in my community. He's just a special person. Everything he touched turned to gold. As far as a basketball mind, he's one of the greatest basketball minds I ever came in contact with. You're talking to somebody that's played high school ball for a New York City legend, and Erwin Isaac, played college ball for, a world-renowned college coach, Don Haskins. But he's the greatest basketball mind I ever came in contact with. He can develop a player from nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing. A player that never touched the basketball. And Vince can turn him into something special. Just his passion, his love for the game, his diligence, his commitment is unprecedented. You're talking about a man that dedicated his life, 20, 30 years to helping kids from the inner city, reach their goals and dreams through basketball. I can't say enough about him, man. He's like, a father to me. We still stay in touch. He's still, a very important part of my life. It's not many people that can say that they reached and touched so many other young people and really, had an inspiration and a positive effect on their life. Vince was a shooter first. That's what people don't understand. Vince, he had a science to the game. He felt like ball handling was most important because that can get you where you need to be on the floor. And then you can get your shot off and you can create shots for other players. Shooting was that was my specialty, being able to knock down the open shot. People don't even concentrate on the open shot. But Vince used to have a saying, good players are gonna make tough shots. You know what I mean? The special players are the ones that spend the time in the gym, and when they wide open, they can knock that shot down. And Vince is just like, I call him the shot doctor. You know what I mean? But it also goes back to the play. You gotta have that confidence in yourself. You gotta have that work ethic yourself to be able to implement what you work on in the gym on the court. He's created one of the best shooters in NBA history, his own brother, Kimani Smith, who at one time held the record for most three-pointers in the game. Kenny Anderson was an excellent mid-range shooter. He wasn't a long-range shooter because I just don't think he had the physical strength. But mid-range, he was one of the best shooters in the league. The list goes on, man. Myself included. But definitely, Irv is one of the special young players here in the city. Like to spend some time in the gym, so that's the best I can do is just offer him the knowledge and the tutelage that Vince passed on to me. He's one of the best shooters in the country. He might be a midget, but you leave him open, you're gonna pay.
Yeah, because he works out with Jerry too. So.
But I'm proud of the fact that what he's doing out there. He really appreciates the workouts and the machines and different things like that. But Irvin was a shot maker before I even met him. You know what I mean? I just found out how to make him work out on it and improve his conditioning and making tough shots, catching and shooting on the run. But he always been a shot maker.